Probe the Act on Deepstuff Radio. Hello. I'm Emmy Hikins, your host. Welcome to Probe the Act, a show where we get to dig into the lives of the people behind the music you hear here on Deepstuff Radio, where the artist tells us a bit more about who they really are. Ooh, that sounds scary. That's my evil laugh, by the way, in case you're guessing. Thank you and welcome to the show. Yeah, so welcome to Probe the Act on Deepstuff Radio with Emmy Hikins, and we've got a lovely rapper and a songwriter in the studio tonight, and all the way from Alabama in the USA. So and he's Black Tee DaPromoter. So how did you get started in music, boss?
All right, yeah. So I come from a musical background, musical family. We all played instruments here, from my grandfather all the way down to my youngest sibling right now, who is 12. Music is a part of our family. It's a way of expression for most of us. Yeah. And for me personally, I'm the first in the family to actually take it to the extremes of recording songs and writing songs. And I guess ever since I was just a wee bit, it's always been a dream of mine to get my words and get my music out there. And once I finally made it to the studio at about the age of 17, and I actually produced my own work for the first time, I fell in love with it. And from that point forward, I've just been addicted to it for at least the last 10 or 11 years.
Wow. So does that mean you play an instrument as well? Because you said most people in your family play instrument. What, do you play an instrument?
Yes, I play percussion. I specialize in the bass drum. Yeah. But I can play the tenors, I can play cymbals, and I'm okay with the snare.
Wow. So, have you ever been in a band?
Yes, I have. I've been in I've actually been in a house band and a marching band.
Wow.
Like the show style type bands, like your FAMUs and your Southern universities over here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So when you was in this band, what did you do? Was you the lead vocalist? Was you playing an instrument? I mean, what role did you play in this band?
Well, in the house band, I was a set drummer.
Wow.
I was a set drummer, and I took time to switch out with another drummer when it was my turn to actually get on the mic and spit my rhymes. So I did a little bit of both.
Wow. Multitasking. And yet women say men can't multitask.
They got it all messed
up. So what were your ambitions when you first started?
Well, when I first started, I really started one day when I got really upset with the entertainment industry. Yeah. Because I used to work for Cumulus Broadcasting. It's like one of the top 3 radio networks in the country over here. Yeah. And dealing with mainstream media is a trip in America, for one. Wow. And, you get first-hand experience with the real devils in this industry. Yeah. And you find out that everybody's not in the industry for the same reason you may be in. Mostly everyone is in it for only attention and for greed. Yeah. So I was kind of fueled by that, and I started writing to myself, keeping a log and a journal about how I felt about it. And when I went over it, I kind of found myself rhyming on every line. Ironically, I was rhyming on every line. Wow. And it had become a poem. And by the time I finished it, one of my friends, he read it, and he was like, man, you should really take this and put it in the studio. And I was like, man, this is not studio material. This is not a song. Yeah. But he played an instrumental for me, and everything fell in line, and it went right in line. And you can actually find that song, The Truth, on my Reverb Nation. Wow. And when I listened to it, I said, man, I may be onto something. And a lot of people were saying, man, you need to produce more music like this because this is real. This is what people need to hear. This is it.
Wow.
So from that point forward, I was just like, hey man, let's get to work.
You found your calling, didn't you?
I believe I have. Ever since I was a young kid, I've always been one to speak to the masses, and it was my dream as a kid from like the age of 3 to be a preacher.
Wow.
And I guess this is my arena.
Wow. You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, sorry, yeah. It just went a bit faint there. So, I mean, I know you've been in 1 or 2 bands before, and but right now, how would you describe your act? I mean, are you a solo singer? Are you gonna go into promoting? Are you gonna go into broadcasting? You know, presenting and stuff like that. What's the future for this, for Black Tee DaPromoter?
Okay, well, yeah, I am a songwriter, an MC.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I also have a podcast myself, where I've been doing that since 2009.
Wow.
You know, once I left mainstream radio, I went back to doing my own thing. And that's called Black Tee Radio.
Wow.
I do that through the Blog Talk Radio Network.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely still into promotions, but the whole catch behind my name, Black Tee DaPromoter, a lot of people get that confused with being like a club promoter or an event promoter.
I see what you mean, yeah.
But a lot of people don't take the time to view the definition of promoter.
Yeah.
And it's an event promoter, or a concert promoter, or music promoter, but at the same time, the other definition is someone that supports a cause.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So I am the one that supports a cause, and my whole cause is unity, mainly black unity.
Yeah.
You know, reaching out to all of the lost brothers and sisters from the African diaspora. Yeah.
Wow. Right, so we're going to take a short break now. Please don't go away. You're listening to Black Tee DaPromoter. He's a musician, a songwriter, and a rapper, all the way from Alabama in the USA. Is it Alabama?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Alabama.
Wicked. Yeah. So don't go away. We'll be back shortly.